Streaming green.
Yeah, the green stream.
Typically, if that's happening to you, I'm going to recommend that you go to the doctor, but I really can't tell you how to live your life.
Yeah, that's not for you to tell them. But
you're right. You're right about that.
But you guys, listen to us for a second. We're serious about this.
Super.
If you got a green stream, please give yourself the flavor. Go see that doctor. Dog-ter. I think I only have one more thing to plug in, and we'll finally be good to go for this.
What the fuck are you plugging in over
there? Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I got to get my butt plug in. Okay.
Good?
It's in.
It's hanging out a little bit.
As a kid, I literally thought a butt plug was
like that. Don't start
was to stop you from like shitting your pants.
Let's go ahead and just stop him right there.
So like I could always like it's been my whole life I can go really long without peeing.
That's impressive.
I can hold it for like it's certain if I'm really going for it, if I'm pushing the world record.
No, you're going for it. It sounds like.
I can pee like once a day.
God damn.
With a normal amount of water intake and not be dehydrated and near death at the end, right?
Yeah, I'll just die.
I mean, you can do that if you want. I'm not trying to hold you back.
That's true.
So I thought I was like uniquely. You know how as a kid you like do something that everybody does, and you're like, shit, I'm the first person to ever think of this.
Yeah, I might be a superhero.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, I have like a unique talent to be able to like hold it in. So I was like, okay, so like people use butt plugs to not shit themselves.
Don't do that.
But I don't need that because I have a unique talent of just slamming that asshole shut. Right? It's like a dick guillotine back here. So like, I thought it made sense. I was like, yeah, butt plug plugs your butt, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, welcome to the Mammoth Gamescast.
If you've never been here, you might want to go ahead and take your leave now.
You're going to want to realize that this is 100% how it goes.
Yeah. Nope.
Actually, this might be tame compared to...
And this isn't even going to be the Mammoth Gamescast.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh, yeah, you're right.
Do we go over that now or when we're live?
Yeah, I mean, we're live. We're just not doing the comp yet, right?
Well, I mean, I'm probably going to cut it up.
Hell no, this stays in, baby.
Oh, we're leaving all this.
If you cut that, I walk. No, yeah, that's fine. That's whatever you want to cut, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, we're going to be doing we've decided to. We kind of talked about this when we were doing Borderlands and some other times. I think we were sort of talking about it even last week, where it's like,
right.
We wanted to do a coverage of all the E3 streams from this year, and then we'll kind of have a wrap up, I guess. We were originally going to have a wrap up today and then also cover the conferences, but then when we looked at what we missed and the amount of hours that would take, I think that kind of got pushed.
Yeah.
And we do want to talk to Drake as well. So,
yep.
Usually, I think we have a good heritage of talking to him around E3 time. He's been going for 3 years. So I think we caught him 2 years in a row. Is that right? So actually, we've got him every time he's gone. That's right. Yep.
So hopefully
really
this will be the last year we'll be talking to him
remotely.
without our floor presence. Hopefully next year we'll be able to be on the floor with him and experience this stuff and talk about it as a trio.
Right. Yeah. That's definitely something like we'll have to see when. I mean, I've heard some kind of mixed reporting. Like Waypoint, the Vice News games section, they've recently rebranded, so I'm still getting used to that. They were saying like I could almost see E3 either happening in a different venue or not happening next year.
Well,
and it's like the announcements and the shows were all really good, but apparently the hall was just dead.
Yeah, the floor was just barren from what I heard, but
right. I mean, that's what EA does. They just went and rented a different building that's cheaper. They save money on it. They still get the same amount of, well, I don't know about the numbers, but
they
still get a group of players out to play. It's usually Drake.
Yeah. But
so yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they would kind of shrink that and just turn their press shows into like E3 might separate into here's the news section and everybody just hosts their own stream from whatever event they want to do. And then here's the show floor, which might shrink a few halls or move to a new location or something.
Yeah, it's going to lead to these studios, I think, that have their own. I don't think we're going to focus on E3 as a experience anymore. As more
Gamer Christmas.
Yeah, I think more so it's going to be like, okay, Microsoft has theirs on this date. Sony and Nintendo are peppering theirs throughout the year. Ubisoft has something that's going on in like March. I think they're all just gonna pick their time, and it's gonna work like how video games release. They're like, when can we release ours to have the maximum amount of hype?
Yeah, I think it'll actually be better because even though I came down on the other side of this, in our talk about it in the past, like you won't have the thing where late May, early June is all spoilers and all leaks because that just won't be. There won't be a reason for everybody's shows to be looked at by 100 people and debated endlessly about we won't be having these Watch Dogs 3 leak because people are scheduling. This is people that are in the press, people that were able to trick somebody into thinking they were in the press, and people who are just regular people going to shows or whatever. You have to schedule, okay, I'm going to a Ubisoft appointment for a new third-person action-adventure open-world game with a heavy focus on technology. Let me fucking guess, it's Watch Dogs.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not that hard to figure this kind of shit out. So I could definitely see, hey, we're gonna kind of split this shit up. Everybody's gonna have their own shows. I think this will actually make some of the smaller trade shows more. Damn, what's he saying over there?
He sees another dog outside. Actually, he's just agreeing with exactly what we're talking about.
That's what I thought. I felt good about it. I thought he was like,
Yeah.
But it's there's PAX. I think is going to start getting more. PAX is going to get more stuff going on. I think some of the other smaller trade shows are going to have more and more. Content because things are getting pushed out of E3 into other shows, which I think would be really smart and really cool.
But it does hurt my feelings because now we're just getting what?
Now we're going to have to follow 100 shows instead of one.
Well, but having that one mega show and never ever being able to ever go to it. When you finally have a chance to be able to go, it's going to be gone. Yeah, so it's we get to go to PAX, but that's kind of bittersweet because it's the New Year's, not Christmas. You know what I mean? But PAX is fine, and we did get media passes for our first show, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I don't know how we're going to handle it, but it's going to be June 28th through the 30th. In Daytona Beach for an event called CEO. It is a video game fighting tournament. They have a big list of fighters that are going to be up there. Even Brawlhalla has its moment in the sun for the show, which is cool. But they have Super Smash, Melee, and Ultimate. Street Fighter, Tekken, Blaze Blue, Soul Calibur has its moment. And then as well on the 29th, the newer wrestling promotion AEW is having a show that night. So I don't think we'll cover the show. Definitely going to go to it, but we'll talk about exactly what we saw. I'll talk about exactly what happened on the podcast. I don't know if I'll meet with anyone, but I do know there's some pretty big names that are going to be there, what's his name? Sonic Fox. I'm not too big on all of the esports players yet, but guess it's something I should probably start looking into.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh?
But, oh, and a weird, cool side note. You remember that Cyberpunk video we've been watching for fucking ever? The 45 minutes of gameplay?
Sure
in the
do.
beginning, when they come out of the elevator, it says Night City, like a blah, blah, blah of San Francisco. And it says April 13th, 2077.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that mission concludes and, Lady V wakes up in her bed. Lady V.
Lady V.
And it says the same thing, Night City, a something of San Francisco, and then it says 3 days later.
Mm-hmm.
3 days later would be April 16th, which is the fucking day it comes out.
Yeah.
I about shit my underwear this morning when I heard that.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Pretty good stuff. That's quality.
Got him. Yeah, sometimes you gotta nail it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So, you ready to get into this? We kind of know what to expect from Ubisoft because they had probably the most leaks out of everyone.
Yeah, that's sort of always true, isn't it, of Ubisoft? Like, they just, Ubisoft just has so many people, I guess, involved that makes each thing. Like, every game that they make has, 700,000 employees on it.
Right.
So, yeah, we always seem to hear about Ubisoft leaks. Also, Ubisoft they do a lot more trade shows because they're based in France. Mm-hmm. So they do all the French game shows. They have several studios. I mean, they have studios everywhere.
Do everything European.
They do every event. Everything Asian.
Everything North American, because they're literally based everywhere. And on top of that, there's so many people who have their, there's so many cooks in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. And it's because of the way they run their company. When you complete your project, there is no possibility of you just being fired. Good job, your time's done.
I guess it's, it happens, but it's really rare.
Well,
they try to just roll people into new projects.
But if you're a full employee and not a contract or, something like that, it's more than likely you're going to be thrown back into their database, work on DLC, until they find the spot that's right for you. At least that's what I was told by someone who works there. That's what they were saying.
Right.
So I think that has something to do with it too, because they try a lot of people out in different roles, and sometimes it just doesn't work.
Right.
And then they have that information, and who knows what they do with it. Mm-hmm. So, all right. I guess with all that in mind, let's. Son of a bitch.
Nailed him.
What was that? I guess let's get this going. This will be Ubisoft E3 2019 press conference.
Hell yeah. So, let's see. Well, yeah, we'll do a 3, 2, 1.
Hold on 1 second.
Talking Ubies. Let me see them boobies. And I think we'll do a quick wrap up at the end. We've both actually seen part of the Ubisoft thing already, but we're going to do the wrap up at the end to kind of, cap it off.
All right. So you can go ahead and do the countdown. Yeah. We'll click play on go.
Click play on go. All right. So we'll do 3, 2, 1, go. Cannot believe they didn't start with the Just Dance number.
I
know it comes up later, but typically isn't that the first thing they do to get everybody hyped?
When you see my notes in here, when you see Just Dance, just I wrote something in parentheses.
All right, I'm gonna have to dig that up.
No, let me help you out with that. I'll highlight it.
Please do. Let me jump back to that. Got him.
I think this might have been a cooler thing to cap with.
This would have been super cool to see in person, but
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they kind of could have done this better, I guess.
Yeah, I think this might have been better to cap with, to give because this is not something that as far as I know, as far as I watched of the Ubisoft show, we didn't talk about anything Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this would have been something cool. They could have teased something maybe at the end of, like, maybe a time period or, you know, something. Anything would have been okay. But as long as it's like, hey, this isn't coming out next week.
Yeah. I agree. So I guess there's some rumors that Assassin's Creed Viking thing was fake.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm sure, like, with Assassin's Creed especially, I'm sure they at any time have, like, 100 concepts going on.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm sure they are working on, okay, what would it be like if we did Assassin's Creed with Vikings? Okay, what would it be like if we did Assassin's Creed with, you know, samurai? What would it be like if we did Assassin's Creed with Teutons? I mean, I'm sure it's all going. So...
something Mayan would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be dope. I mean, let's see, what... It was, let's look at the timetable to make sure that would line up. I think it would. I'm thinking Aztecs. So Aztecs would be really cool.
Yeah.
And that the timeline would line up, like you said.
People love Black Flag, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
They did do a good job on it, for sure.
Hell yeah.
But if they need books for that...
Good point.
Oh.
That's what I do, like, when I'm reading books, that's just what happens in my head. I just pretend to read.
She's celloing the hell out of that, you see that?
Choke up on that cello. That's what they say.
It is what they say. What it is, that's where it's found, and that's how it's used.
I wonder if it's easier now, or harder, to get into orchestral music. Because it used to be only the absolute best of the best, but now, I mean, I'm sure it doesn't pay that much. So, like, it's probably not a super competitive industry like it used to be anymore, right?
I don't know why. I never thought that any of these people were getting paid.
Really? Holy shit. It's like the church choir.
I never thought I thought they were just doing it for their love of doing it. They go back to working at Mickey D's in the morning.
Hope not. Jesus, I hope they're getting paid. Fuck.
I mean, the guy in the back with the big fucking cello, he's gonna have scoliosis next year. Look at, he's already hunched.
Right now, just looking at him. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, you're right. That looks bad.
That thing's curved.
Luckily, he has that thing to lean on.
Yeah. What is it?
It's actually originally.
That's why he's originally slumped over.
Nailed it.
If he's listening, I'm sorry, guy that plays the cello. Go ahead and write in. We'll, formally apologize.
Nothing personal, but you're hung as fuck.
You're hung
I
like
understand
a dump truck.
You're more than your dick, but you're dummy hung. I'm sure he's fine with hearing that. Did we really have to do 6 minutes of the show on that?
We did.
That's almost 10% of the show.
Sorry, guys.
The Assassin's Creed Symphony Tour starting on June 29th.
I would have went with a different shirt, but
yeah.
You do you, Chris.
Playing the iconic themes from Assassin's Creed while you relive some of the most memorable moments from over a decade of Assassin's Creed.
Where do they find these people?
Immersive experience. Check
David was just standing in line.
to learn more.
I mean, excellent music, great performances, goosebumps. If you like those things, I think those shows
I hate
are gonna be
Goosebumps.
for you. But of course,
R.L. Stein
there's
can
one
suck
show
my dick.
that we all came
Where
here
did
to
he
see,
used to work?
the
GameStop
Ubisoft
TV?
E3 conference,
Yeah.
and it's just about to start here from the Orpheum Theater in Los Angeles. Now the house is packed, and to give you folks,
It looks like he needs a minor surgery too, just like Andrea Rene. But he needs a fucking sideburn removal stat. Yo, you cannot be growing out beard and sideburns and shit if it's patchy as fuck like that.
Now,
It's a hard life.
I mean, just like give it a few years to thicken up a little bit more.
Well, why would you pick just sideburns?
I kind of get what he's going for. Like, it just kind of like rounds out your head and gives an outline to your face a little bit. But his is like fleshy and light colored. It ain't working, dog.
Everyone at Ubisoft all around the world, please enjoy the show.
Gives him a very like Middle English, like London, like minor nobility vibe.
Minor nobility.
Yeah. Like his dad was the third in line to be the Duke of Covington or some shit.
I don't have that much information about him.
Yeah, I got a whole dossier. It was really weird.
Cool. I don't do dossiers. Archer joke? Anybody? Nobody? Okay, fine. I'll just sit here and fuck myself.
Please. Here we go.
Hell yeah!
They just went right into it too. They were like, okay, this is out. Everybody knows about it.
Well,
we'll just do it.
Have you seen this, by the way?
Yeah, this is amazing.
Oh my god, so good.
Government's fucked off. Extremists are grabbing
Albion. Oh, this is Fable 3.
The war dogs are out.
Like, even Pasty I was talking to him while I was watching this on break,
This is out.
and he's like not even interested at all
There's a new power growing.
Wrong.
in Watch Dogs. When we were beginning talking, by the end of it, he's like, I might fucking get this.
Well, again, it's something. I think this reminds me a lot of.
What's my favorite operative up to this evening?
Where the fuck am I going with this? Shadows of Mordor.
Oh yeah, yep.
Where like I
He
think
brought that up too.
the relationships that are sort of procedurally like adaptively created. So like when it rolls a character, it rolls that character's whole like social society, right?
Well,
like
yeah.
the characters have like I know Ubisoft. I don't know if it was in this trailer, but they talked about how like a guard that you. So you have a chance, an opportunity to like, you can either kill a security guard or incapacitate him or sneak past him, right?
Right.
And he has a brother,
Yep.
and he has a girlfriend, and like whatever. His mom is still alive, and those people will change their opinions of DedSec based on how you interact with this guy,
Impressive skill set.
which is amazing.
Fucking amazing.
Raj, not a shit kicker.
Yeah, it's very much like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really need to get him on the show. Like a lot more, like because when I talk to Pacey, and he has like an aversion to podcasts. He doesn't like anything about them.
Well, yeah.
But so he doesn't want to interact with it at all. He's okay to game with us and stream and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not for him.
That
But
just stresses him out. Yeah.
he talks to me about the same shit that I talk to you about, and it ends up going the exact same way.
Yeah. Like interesting conversations.
Yeah, like he's like, this really reminds me of this. He's like, this really reminds me of Shadows, and I was like, yeah, definitely.
I love the masks. I wonder if the masks are all randomly generated too, or if you put, like, I wonder if it's like the skull mask is on all the bruisers, the pig mask is on the hackers, and the whatever mask is on whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what we've heard about this so far is we've heard about the three main character classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like hacker, bruiser, and drone or whatever. There's probably going to be more in the main game because 3 seems a little narrow for a Ubisoft game of all things.
Yeah. I will say that their driving hasn't. It's improved since Watch Dogs 1, but it's still not there, Yeah.
Damn. They just execute his ass.
Oh, are you already at that part?
No, the way that they just have no fucking mercy on him. There, okay, he just got that.
Yep, he just got.
No mercy.
So, I fucking lost my shit right here.
When it said permadeath?
When it said permadeath, I was like, oh my fucking
Yep.
god. Caps to everyone that I knew. I was like, permadeath, holy fuck.
Yep, and you know who the fuck I'm going to be picking every time. Helen Dashwood.
Yep. I'm pretty sure it's
Gonna get this little
Dashwood.
bitch out there.
I used to
It's fucking Mrs.
Like
Dash.
Mrs. Dash.
Now
Yeah.
they're
Huh?
machines.
A little bit of
Daesh
wood.
is what they call ISIS in the Middle East.
Even you, Bagley, I'm sure.
Now there's my Helen.
Jesus.
Speaking of death, you'll never guess what just happened to Ian.
Oh, for God's sake, Bagley, a little respect.
Then let's finish what you
I
said.
really like that it's like you are playing the organization, right?
Yes. You play the organization as a whole,
Scanned Jimmy.
which is amazing.
Ian was killed. I should be able to
I guess technically if you had to pick a player character, you're like Bagley or something.
Your compression stockings.
Are they now?
Like the AI.
But this case
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's the, what do you call it? Like the...
He's like the leader.
The focal.
He's like, yeah.
He's like Jarvis.
He goes with every character.
There's my way
Yeah.
in.
Oh yes, Helen. Just fuck it up. Damn, when he tases
Oh,
people,
man.
fucks me up. He has a gun.
So good, huh?
On to me.
Yep.
She has
Or
her
she
own
just-
mask, and
Yep. She looks like fucking Commander Shepard over here.
she's ready to rock and roll.
Damn, double tased him.
So I think they talked about her, and they called her an old assassin.
Really?
Yeah, she's
cool.
she's an assassin from a long time ago.
There, Bagley.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
She was in, if you were paying close attention, she was in Assassin's Creed fucking London.
Yeah.
Some action, Naomi.
Always. But this recruit better be worth all the trouble.
And I like how they sort of, when you hop to a new character, they kind of fade in, sort of like
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Camden Black Market.
And look at the world. Just take a second and like look up and look around. Real good.
Some with fingers and toes.
It's getting a little into that gritty, grimy cyberpunk shit, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
If he's gone in there alone, he's in big trouble.
I mean, these games always were like, I wouldn't say cyberpunk, but maybe like
Future
webpunk
tech.
or something.
Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
taking it to London is like that's the place to go full on punk.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It
Well,
was-
yeah. What's super interesting about it too is I've heard different sites talking about. I listen to the Game Informer podcast every week. I listen to Waypoint. There's those ones I follow consistently. There's a few more that I don't follow quite as much, but
Look at this fucking chick though.
yeah, that's extremely cool.
That is amazing.
So like as they're talking about it, they're like, dude, this is super British because like the main strains of British horror, when you talk about like dark future type shit, is Big Brother. They're afraid of privatization in a lot of ways. Like right now, there's a big fear in the UK that their health, their health branch is going to be privatized.
Yeah.
Like they're really afraid of that. They're afraid of
What kind of mask does she have on?
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to see. It's like a motorcycle
It's
helmet.
like a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah.
That can't be.
But the story and everything that they're doing here, I think really works because this is the future that London specifically fears, right?
Oh, she has like a
Yeah,
absolver kind of mask.
yeah, I saw that. Like the solid white or the solid shield, I guess.
Who made absolver?
Found Jimmy.
That was Devolver.
And here we thought he might be in some sort of trouble.
That was a good game.
I haven't played it.
I really liked it.
So,
I played a bit
It's like
of it.
a martial arts MMO sort of.
Yep, played a bit of it with Grim, and played a bit of it with a few other people too. Oh shit!
Damn, did you see that roll?
Yeah.
Good God.
Oh, that John Wick shot! Like,
Put him down and send him around. Damn, she is an
right in the
expert.
head. She is not fucking around.
Don't fucking move. Oh, she's gonna cap his ass. Jesus.
No, she kneecapped the shit out of him.
on your position.
That was a very poor way to execute that, though. Could have done that a bit better.
Yeah, just nail him in the head while he's holding the guy.
Sharper than you look.
That's what they would expect you to do.
So they're like, when he came. Oh, that was cool. His first thing was like, "Oh wait, you're dead sec," like it was a problem, you know?
Yeah. Well, sometimes people you're trying to get don't inherently like you, and you have to convince them to join.
Yeah, like look,
some
you're
characters
fucked otherwise.
Yeah, you will like blackmail them. Like, hey, you have all this debt. You have gambling debt. I'm gonna help you erase that if you join DedSec.
Oh shit!
That was cool.
Yeah, boy.
Get him. Hell yeah. And she's like escorting this dude too.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing does not give a fuck.
That thing's not cool.
Ooh, watch out, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy just
Hell
got punked right there. Yeah, it looks dope. I mean, I like all the stuff they're doing with it. The game, obviously, you know, Ubisoft has really nailed the like world. They've just been putting all their tech into like realistic world technology for like 45 years.
You think you're better off alone? You think everyone
They're totally
else has
killing the
given
game.
up and there's no one to trust? That's what they want you to think.
I love this
That's
part.
how they'll take us, one at a time. It doesn't have to be that way. Together, we can change things.
Wait,
Right here.
what happened to that bloke who helped me?
It's dead.
He didn't make it.
What if he had survived?
That's a good question.
That is so fucking rad.
Yeah, will the game be able to adapt to that? We don't know.
Fuck it.
Welcome to DedSec, James.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so where do I go to meet the rest of the crew?
You
I'm gonna
don't
like
need to
playing
go
as him.
Anywhere. Look around you. Everyone has a reason to fight, and DedSec is open to anyone.
Anyone?
Welcome to the Resistance.
Everybody's like Guy Fawkes mask blend.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that fucking jacket with the.
Yep.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I love those Absolver ass masks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Uh huh.
God, Ubisoft really knows how to market shit too, don't they? They're on a high level with that shit.
Yeah. How Watch Dogs became like one of the coolest things that they make is beyond me.
Oh yeah, it just out of
It's like
nowhere.
it's been my guilty pleasure for a long time.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Thank you. Guess I'm going to make you all wait so long. I should really knock it out of the park, huh? I'm Clint Hawking. I'm the creator.
Damn, I cannot believe they got Clint back.
And for the past few years,
Crazy.
the team and I have had the privilege
Here's that
to
Amazon.
work on a game and an innovation
R.I.P.
that we are very proud of. Watch Dogs Legion is set in London, one of the greatest cities in the world, and it's had a massive influence on all of our culture for centuries.
Against our will.
Today, with Brexit, London's at a turning point. It's hard to predict what the future holds for London, for the UK.
Well, that's something that's really funny
the
about
world.
Clint Hawking specifically
But history has
being on this is
time
that
and
he
again
is like super
that where
political.
London goes,
And Ubisoft just
all of
had that
us
thing where
go
they're like,
together.
you know, we're trying to keep politics out of games, and they're like, okay, this is what happens if Brexit happens.
And freedom has
Like,
been
fuck you,
replaced.
dumbasses.
Armed drones patrol
It's
the
extremely
streets.
funny.
Deportation squads rip people from their homes.
Yeah, they talk about cages.
Granddad is using crypto to buy a new kidney on the black
Yeah, they're
market.
directly referencing
But
things
Londoners
that are happening.
never surrender. Their
world
resilience
already,
and
you know what I mean?
determination is an inspiration to us all, and they are the heroes of our game. All of them.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the
In
pig
Watch
head.
Dogs Legion, your mission is to build a popular resistance to fight back against the emergence of an authoritarian regime. This means you don't just play as one hero, but many.
Yeah, that's cool.
And in Watch Dogs Legion, you can recruit and play as anyone.
So dope.
I can't wait to see that trophy for getting through it without having anyone die.
Yeah.
In our game, every Londoner is fully simulated with a persistent life and relationships, and anyone from the entire population can be recruited into your team.
Can be
Find
recruited.
them,
It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be available. Like I said, some people, like,
play their
you'll do
origins,
something that makes them
and
not
win
like
them
your
over to
organization
cause.
anymore.
The heroes
Yeah.
you recruit are
And they'll
all
fuck off,
unique
basically.
characters with different backstories and personalities, fully voiced and animated, and they are the stars of your story.
That's really cool.
Every cinematic in the game will change depending on whether you're playing a former MI5 action hero, a 70-year-old granny you saw feeding pigeons in the park, or anyone in between. However you want to play, whoever you want to be, Watch Dogs Legion lets you be that. You want to make a team of classic British spies? No problem. You want to be a crew of street-savvy kids from the council block? Do it. You want to go hipster, body mod, Afro-punk, gangsta? Awesome. The women of Bletchley Park?
The women of Bletchley Park?
Right here.
These ladies fucking invented hacking!
Hell yeah.
That's dope. So good.
Am I about to make Golden Girls?
Yes.
Transforms a story about
Welcome to
London
the Golden Girls.
Thank you for being a friend.
heroes that live in each of us. Because being a hero
Can you pass me the Glock, dear?
It's a job for everyone. So on behalf of the Watch Dogs Legion's team here and around the world, I hope to see you on the booth. Thank you for your time, and welcome to the Resistance.
Hell yeah. Clint's got me fucked up over here. I can't believe I finally found the Clint.
Huh? Like, I just want to see more of this. Like, I would watch this as, like, a movie.
Now it's all riots, bombings, and people thrown in cages like animals.
Ubisoft marketing's like something else.
Oh, and who could forget the killer robots everywhere? So yeah, that's all gone a bit shit.
Grim, when I was talking to him, he goes, "They talk like me." I was like, "Yeah, Grim."
You can't do it alone.
Isn't that amazing that if you get a voice actor from your town, they'll sound like you?
I know what you're thinking. Where do we start?
Awesome, though.
I can't believe how close Grim lives to London. I thought he was like out in the middle of nowhere.
No, he's like right there.
Yeah, like 40 minutes away, but
that's close.
Very close. The same way that 40 minutes away from Orlando is only like a mile down the road.
Yeah.
He can get anywhere and erase anyone. See ya?
Let's kick those bastards out of London.
You say Sia? Like the musician?
Yep. Oh, that mask was the shit.
Oh.
Fucking like original Sid Wilson mask.
Mm-hmm.
And that fella over there, proper bellend. Come on, come at me. He'll crack your skull just for looking at him funny.
Damn.
I
There's
can't wait for
the
that
proper
music. She's into that jam too.
This had better be fucking good.
That's Grim's
There it
brother.
is. Yeah, see?
Yep.
The deadliest of the lot.
Dude, look at her mask.
She's not old. She's experienced.
Oh my god.
Like I said, you can recruit anyone. And I mean bloody anyone.
Hell yes.
Him, her, everyone is a secret weapon.
The knight helmet was good.
Mm-hmm.
Find them. Recruit them. Build the resistance.
So, like, obviously, to keep this in check, which I've heard a lot of people talking about Cyberpunk that played it on the show floor in a kind of a similar way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is going to be so because it's procedural, you're not going to get any amazing, unique characters, right? But that's fine. Like, to me, that's totally fine because I'm not going to have a recruitment of 10,000 people. I'm going to have like a squad of like 10 that I always play as. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when somebody dies, it's going to be a big loss, kind of like what am I trying to say? XCOM. So like, I'm sure that because of that, certain stuff will have to be a little bit like more cheesy, but I'm totally fine with that. This was kind of weird.
I was into it.
It was cool. I'm into it. I definitely will watch, but I'm wondering how do I watch. So hopefully I'll catch it this time because I didn't see it last time.
Hello. My name is Rob McElhenney, and for the past 14
Say that again?
years, I have been making a
Rob
television show
McElhenney.
called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Fucking dude is always looking jacked now.
But
He looks amazing
I'm
right
here
now.
Today because I love games, and I wanted to express that love in the only way that I know how, save for playing them, and that is to make a TV show.
You could just live stream. I'm sure you'd get
More
millions of
importantly, the people
viewers.
who create those games and the people who play them. So
Maybe.
last year, I called the funniest people that I knew, Charlie Day, Megan Gans, and David Hornsby, all executive producers on Sunny. And we started.
Damn, he brutally left out a few people.
That if we were going to do this, we wanted to do it right and to be as authentic as possible, because as you all know, nobody smells bullshit like this particular community.
Yeah, that's Charlie, Dennis, and Cricket, right?
So we did the right thing. We partnered with Ubisoft and away.
Not Dennis.
It has been an incredible experience working with one of the biggest and best.
Oh yeah, they said a chick's name, right?
To inspire us, because
I think it was the waitress.
Takes place in the fictional studio that created the biggest MMORPG in the world, Mythic Quest. And we meet them.
The shit that they say is like extremely real too. Like Mythic Quest, I can't believe that's not a game.
Yeah.
The show follows
Raven's Banquet, I can't believe that's not a game subtitle.
While dealing with the difficulties.
It looks amazing, dude. I would play that.
Oh yeah.
Like no questions asked. I'm ready to play Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet.
They grind it out day after day for the love.
So good.
And at the head of that team is my character, creative director, Ian Grimm.
I really like that.
Like most creative,
the brain hands.
Yeah, the like tons of bracelets and shit really gets me fucked up.
Most of the creative directors that I've met, he has an ego the size of a city bus.
That's funny because a lot of game directors nowadays are not like that.
No.
Joking aside, it is clear that those creative directors and the thousands of people who work on these games put everything that they can into them. They recognize that they have a tremendous opportunity and responsibility.
It's extremely good. That's going to be my new background on my computer work.
Are nothing short of the best that they can make, because that is what the community,
I'll get you a photo of Grimm, and I'll Photoshop Grimm's head over his.
Show, we took the same approach.
Since it says Ian Grimm.
So without further ado, here is a brief look into our upcoming TV series for Apple TV Plus, Mythic.
You know I ain't watching Apple TV Plus. I'll fucking die first.
I wonder if this is Ubisoft testing the waters. Like, if this does real well, we'll like spin this game off. Look, they obviously already have some good shit.
Yeah, well, that's why like Ubisoft is making all of the quote-unquote in-game scenes, right? So.
Now played in 20 different countries on 6 continents, it's the biggest massive multiplayer role-playing game.
I love the other ones
Gothic
they came up with. Loaded Hazard.
And today, they find themselves on the precipice
oh my God.
of the first major expansion, Raven's Banquet. And it all falls on the shoulders of one man, creative director Ian Grimm.
When we think about cultural...
That fucking beard, you need to get the hell out of here with it.
Yep.
Star Wars, Avatar.
All those rings.
And yet our industry dwarfs the traditional entertainment business. So when we think about legends,
the eyelashes.
Why not think...
His eyelashes are like fucking manicured and shit.
Yeah.
And when we think of visionary world-building artists, instead of just Spielberg, Lucas, and Cameron, why
James Cameron.
Grimm?
It's supposed to be an ad for their game.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop. What is this?
Yep.
It's a
Crickety crick, yeah.
It's a commercial for you.
It's still going.
That guy's cool too.
The old guy?
No.
Or the Pakistani guy?
Yeah, what is he from? I've seen him in a few things.
Community.
Brilliant.
Yeah, there was another show though.
Yeah, he did something else really good.
He did a superhero show where he was like the creator of a like superhero technology for superheroes in their world.
Dude, the fact that they get a fucking Dropkick Murphy song at the end has me fucked up.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun show.
Yeah. But I just don't know how I'm gonna be able to access it, because you know I ain't watching Apple TV Plus.
Hey there, my name is Parker, and
fuck off, Parker.
Esportscaster for Rainbow Six Siege.
Where'd you get those glasses,
There's
Parker?
so many exciting things to come.
It really looks like his DedSec mask.
In-game events, map reworks, playlist updates, a roster of 52 unique operators, and of course, a thriving esports scene. Starting tomorrow, you'll be able to enjoy
Excuse me.
Operation
Holy shit, you gotta go off
This
over
major
here.
content update brings 2 new operators to Team Rainbow, Nook and Warden.
Tom Nook?
After this show, be sure to
Fuck
stick around
that.
for an intense celebrity match starring T-Pain, Lil Yachty,
Oh my
and
God,
some of
T-Pain.
my favorite Twitch streamers for the
It's funny because whoever Lil Yachty he said goes up just talking mad shit,
of the new season
and then
Thank you,
fucking
everyone, and have a great E3.
T-Pain's like, yeah, I hope I win. I'm pretty bad at this.
I would love to play this game with more people.
T-Pain.
Not T-Pain.
What the fuck?
Because the game's real good.
What is it? Breach?
No, I just mean Siege.
Oh, Siege. That's what I meant. Same thing.
Yeah.
What's the diff? Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Mustache got me fucked. That's a Watch Dogs character.
We should all play and all have the same looking character. With that mustache.
MI5 can straight up chew on my dick.
Mm-hmm. Was he like MI13? Fuck!
Phantom Shark.
It is one of those games that just does better and better the longer it goes on, it seems.
Yeah, when it first came out, it kind of seemed like not a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
And they've just supported it and kept it up, you know?
Come on.
Speaking of, this would probably be amazing if Smash Brothers didn't come out.
I really do like Adventure Time, though.
Yeah.
1v1 me, bro. For real.
Yeah. I'll toast your buns again, sure. Want to choose a different character?
Yeah.
Does that say Ubisoft in the background?
Yeah. No, it's Ubisoft with O's, like the land of Oo.
I don't know. I'm gonna say it was a...
Oh, my burrito.
A burrito reference.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, it's those guys from the game.
The Minotaur looks pretty dope.
What time is it? Adventure time!
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Stop that bacon hammer.
All I do is win. Got him.
Jesus.
Princess
What up, PB? Where's Lady Rainicorn?
Yeah, real shit. There
she is, yeah! Give us the fucking people that we want.
Jesus. This game does look fun.
Yeah.
Dude, that's almost 25.5 million.
Oh snap! Look out!
Baking pancakes, making bacon. Malala?
Raw lava? No, man.
Malala? God damn.
This game is.
It's pretty cool. Brawla's free to play, right?
Give me fucking BMO or give me that.
It's good. Good point.
I want Baby Ricky. Looks like our friend Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Look up Baby Ricky from Adventure Time right now and tell me that doesn't look like Rob.
Yeah, hold on.
The only test of a man.
That's him.
When those rounds come screaming past your head, you're gonna learn if you're hungry enough to take that victory.
Okay, I'm really hopeful of this game, but I am not super into the Bernthal character.
Going to battle
Yep.
with the soldiers that we used to
I don't really like him in general.
Ghosts. And you better believe that they are hungry too.
Yeah, yeah.
Once upon a time, some of these
He did play
Well, I've
Walking
heard-
Dead real smart, though.
Yeah, I've heard like about him as a person. Not very flattering things.
These ghosts, they are the past. They still serve.
Whoever modeled him did a great job, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And right
Looks
now,
just like him.
for the
That
future,
broken ass nose.
the world
Mhm.
needs us.
I just couldn't possibly give a shit about this game because it's just Wildlands. With a
Well,
little
I mean,
future.
if you fix the issues that Wildlands has, then it becomes pretty cool, right?
Well,
I mean, Wildlands was close in my mind.
But
Like, it was almost something I wanted.
Wildlands is just like The Division, except not urban.
With the courage
They're pretty much the same game.
to make history.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You had the desire to take victory. You will be on a battlefield full of ghosts.
And I like the urbanness of Division.
Yeah.
I prefer urban rather than open.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. But also, urban's just a lot more interesting.
Yeah, you can go inside of buildings. You know what I mean? You can go inside of these like massive, like 5-story buildings and explore each story. That's cool. You know,
yeah, technology just wasn't capable of that. Like,
Keanu
15
Reeves.
years ago.
Keanu Reeves was waiting backstage, like he better be good to that fucking dog.
Mm-hmm. John, did you see that big ass dog dick?
Thank you for having me.
Don't say it like that.
Why do you guys say it like that?
It's a real honor to be here with you guys today.
Look at the green reflecting on the dog.
You too. Right on. This is awesome. This has been really great and exciting, and I'm really honored to be here. I'm enormously proud to be part of the development of this game.
Weird.
It was a pleasure to work with the Ubisoft team. You know, I've had
that was a power play move, wasn't
strong,
it?
Tough men.
Bring the dog out.
I've played a deputy fighting zombies.
Well, he said he just always brings his dog everywhere, apparently.
Special Forces
which
soldier
is very
who lost
weird.
everything. And now I get to play Cole D. Walker.
I'd probably do the same thing, to be honest. Yeah.
Cole D. Walker. Cold Walker.
His own moral code.
What a dumbass fucking name.
Should be run. He loves his brothers, his fellow soldiers, but he is willing
My
to do
name's
whatever
Spicy.
it takes to complete his mission.
Spicy Charter.
Take control of Aroa. There is no briefing. There's no backup. You will not face a group of bad guys or a criminal organization.
But
you will face an entire army.
You see, my issue with that is that they are bad guys.
Yeah.
Like, they're repurposing medical drones to kill people, right?
Well, the point is they think that they're the good guys. Though.
Yeah, but isn't that the case of every villain in every game that's been made for the last fucking 40 years? Like,
right? They were made by the same
special ops detachment.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well, from the same organization as your character, yeah. Right. I mean, this is just Mass Effect. Hey, we have these special agents that are above the law, and one of them went bad.
And you get ready.
He thinks he's doing the right thing for society or whatever.
Take on me.
I find it like they're not doing anything original, you know.
He did do a good job of that speech right there, though.
Oh yeah.
Are perfect predators. They have the knowledge of their hunting ground, but we have the element of surprise.
But do you?
Has the knowledge of the hunting grounds.
They know somebody's gonna come for them. Like, do you have the element of surprise? They know they're being attacked.
Technology. But we have the skills to even the odds.
This does seem like something I might be interested in, though. Music's great.
They have an army. But we fight with our brothers and sisters. They are hungry.
Gotta get that boom, boom.
Are enraged. We are ghosts. And ghosts never die.
Yeah, I just more so like the urbanness rather than it. Like Wildlands was fine, but it felt exactly like Division single player.
Yeah.
Being a community developer on Ghost Recon Wildlands and Breakpoint has been an incredible journey for me so far.
Mustard Jack
When we
was a
first
bold
announced
choice.
the game,
Mm-hmm.
you were very excited.
The mom jeans.
And
Yeah, the
after
mom jeans.
discussions with members of our community,
Are those combat boots?
I today announced
Oh yeah, she's here to
that with
stomp
our
shit and
personal
get hit.
we
And she just got beat in the back room.
AR teammates for our solo players.
So now she's out here kicking.
With Ghost Recon Breakpoint, we want to go the extra mile with how we engage with you. So I'm pleased to announce a brand new community program that will allow you to express and share your passion. Welcome to Ghost Recon Delta Company.
Nobody knows what that is yet. Why are they cheering?
From cosplay to streaming, fan art to forum discussions. However, you
yes, forum discussions. A noted, very non-toxic, excellent, good, intelligent communication.
There's no way that can be toxic, right?
You log on to the Tom Clancy forums in 2.5 seconds and immediately get annihilated. Your face melts off like the fucking Ark of the Covenant.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Also, it's not cosplaying if you're doing your like OC character, it's just dressing up.
Thank you, Laura.
Where the fuck is this hairline going?
Hello, everyone.
It's just fucking Breakpoint. Yeah, really, when do you just give up?
I think it's right about there.
He looks like Dan.
For our games.
He blinks a lot, too.
His head shape is extremely damaged.
Why does he blink so much?
He's high as fuck.
Behind enemy lines, you will be fighting the most dangerous enemies the ghosts have ever faced. Constantly testing your survival skills.
That logo is pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
The V.
We can't wait
with 2 Fs.
In Ghost Recon Breakpoint on October
For fuck's
4th.
sake.
And 1 month before that, our beta will be live on September 5th.
He just does not know what to do with those arms.
He
hang him long, hang him straight.
He should put his hands up in front of him a little bit. Just fingers all up. And stare and blink a lot.
They're literally just hanging straight down like my drapes.
Oh, until he flicks the blink in the gun.
And then he like flops them, and they flop back and forth. This dude's high as fuck.
Cool.
We've got your back.
Look at how deep that V on that coat is. Let me just zip it up 1/3 of the way.
That deep V's almost down to his P. You know what I'm saying?
He wanted to get a V as deep as his hairline is plunging.
Many surprises.
How does he have sideburns though? How are those sticking around?
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. This is the game. This is the show of sideburns. Ubisoft E3 2019 sideburn show.
The year of the burns.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to Watch Dogs.
Oh, I love that synth coming in hot and heavy. Why does everything have Terminator DLC?
Everything has Terminator DLC.
Like 2 people in the world are excited. Get off stage, you monkey.
Survive your breakpoint?
Oh god, they picked the wrong person to deliver that line.
Right. See you all out there. Have a good one.
Can you do this? No. Alright, well you're out in 5.
You're up.
Swing for the fences and make those arms less awkward.
They really swing anything.
He's not really making his arms less awkward. We all know exactly that they're there.
This is the one I was talking shit about.
Oh
this looks so dumb.
It's like all of the Ubisoft characters, basically, that are in shooters.
Every Tom Clancy game.
A dauntless and
daring. But the problem is, like, when you're talking about Division, when you're talking about Wildlands and Breakpoint and shit, like, there are not interesting, known, named characters, right?
Not really.
You like make the whole point of the game is that you and your friends are making your own characters. So it makes it extremely weird.
Well, I think Megan and Nomad are like mainstays for the
story characters.
Yeah, like I don't know her, but I didn't play 6 that much. I mean, I played it, but
Sam Fisher, elite covert operative, the lone wolf, now hunts with a pack.
Sam Fisher is cool though. He's badass.
When chaos strikes.
Where the fuck was that game? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Rally the specialists.
Rally the poops. That's what they say.
Lead the elite squad.
Grim wanted to know if you could play as the Queen in Watch Dogs.
I I'm gonna play as the queen. I don't know what you dorks are gonna do.
They fucking invented hacking.
That's me.
Oh yeah, we can skip this.
10 years.
Nope.
10 years.
Oh no, I just mean ignore
That's
it.
a lot of dancing. We're exhausted.
And Grim, you just got here right at the right time.
I'm gonna start playing as. I'm gonna play Watch Dogs 3 exclusively as Just Dance dancers. We're called the Squad, the Down and Dirty Boys.
Fucking Mike and the.
We danced, and Silvio and
Mike
his
and the boys.
girlfriend got married. We danced,
Damn.
and our friend Jaden Rodriguez danced for millions.
Who's that?
Bringing together
Dunno.
generations.
Oh, there's the queen.
We danced.
Grim, that's who you're gonna be.
World records. Do you remember Carrie?
No.
Of course
The movie?
we do, because we were with her. Tonight. Yes, dance is why we exist.
Why does he have a-
And I know we're gonna have much more of these moments because
He's trying to be a Joker card in the new fucking deck of cards.
That's why Just Dance is more than Just Dance. Let's get out there and get ready for what's next.
Let's get out there and fucking make our audience kill themselves.
At least, you see, I'm glad they didn't do this first though, because that's what they usually did.
Remember that one year where they did it? They went down the like alleyway and danced
Yes.
into the arena.
Everybody was like pissed in the audience.
Yeah, it's like, well, I did have to I had to go to the bathroom, so it makes sense. Step out now.
Sometimes you got to.
I don't know why Grim wants to kill all the pandas.
I want to be the panda.
If you're gonna be anyone in that crew, you want to be
The panda is, yeah, the only acceptable one out there.
Yeah. How do you know if it's a male or a female panda?
You gotta check the old-fashioned way.
Okay. Now we got a show, boys and
You
girls.
gotta bring your hand sanitizer with you. What's really brutal is that they have the like Just Dance animation going on in the background. It's just it's like a 10-second loop.
Yeah.
They're not even dancing along with the crowd or anything.
They should have put some blades on the end of those, like katana.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then it transitions directly into Mortal Kombat.
Hey, Panda's back!
Hell yeah!
Beep, 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 Panda!
That's the world's only LGBTQ friendly panda.
All the other ones wildly intolerant, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's really shocking. Most pandas are like super racist too. He fucked in that fursuit after the show. Guaranteed. The panda, like, white fur sticking out under the dude in front of him's legs looks like a white nutsack. Hanging out. Doesn't it? Also, what's up with the bandana on the knee? That's weird. Oh, he's humping that dude.
I'm pretty sure that's a
male panda.
That's a gang reference.
What, the panda nutsack? The gray balls?
that too.
That's my new squad in Watch Dogs.
I wish he would have tripped going up the stairs, the panda. His head fell off.
Anybody. No, fuck.
Maybe you should love pandas? Maybe you should love pandas, Grim. I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to worry. They'll be fucking extinct soon.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, shit. I love that art.
Yeah.
Art looks amazing.
Yeah.
Here, let me just build my fucking Japanese village in a tree.
Don't you just make a game based off of this? You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like, For Honor's not doing that. We all know it and see it.
Well, yeah, I don't know what their like player count is. It's hard to tell because Ubisoft does not share numbers off of their own thing.
It can't be great.
It can't be great.
I've literally.
I'm glad that they've kept up with it though.
I mean,
that's what games companies should do.
Yeah, it's good that they do that, but sometimes it's like.
Just let it die. Like Anthem. They need to just let Anthem die.
I guess let it die. But take what you've learned and take the tool systems and make something people want.
And move on.
They can do some great things with this fucking tool system for this game.
Yeah.
I just couldn't possibly give a fuck about playing player versus player.
Right.
You know what I mean? It doesn't fit. It feels
if
slow.
they added in like a single player campaign that was like interesting at this point, I would play it.
Yeah. Or why don't you just make this thing like a multiplayer, player versus like PvE game? That could be fun.
It'd be fun, like Dynasty Warriors, but a little more interesting.
Yeah, like you could do like Dynasty Warriors meets like Borderlands, you know, without the loot.
There's loot in these, isn't there?
I don't think so.
Oh.
You can outfit your character by unlocking, like, you know, by getting to the next level or whatever.
Yeah. This just looks like a level in the first Tomb Raider game, doesn't it?
I don't know. I don't remember the first Tomb Raider game that much.
Okay. That was the one where they were on, like, the Japanese island or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it. I know I played through the whole thing.
Yeah. I need to play that third one. I have it for free on Xbox Game Pass.
Now this is where I left off. This is the last thing I saw, and this looked good.
This looks interesting.
Yeah, they're trying to pull a Left 4 Dead thing. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. You know?
It's a little Left 4 Dead, a little, what was the game in the mall where the daughter was sick with zombie fever?
Oh, yeah, Dead Rising.
Dead Rising. A little bit Dead Rising with the, like, having to get the cure and shit.
Oh, look at it crawl, though. That's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
We found him. Take him. I'll cover you.
I wouldn't be touching that hand.
I don't know if we got any gameplay or anything of this. 3-player tactical co-op.
Everybody's going 3-player, baby. Because they know that's the only total number of people that can get together at any time.
Hi, I'm Biojad, and I'm the lead game designer on the...
Wait until her name comes up. This fucked me up. Biojad Adam Granger.
That's how you do a name.
Quarantine.
Yo, just keep going. It's just, that's like Spanish names.
Does she dye her eyebrows too?
Hell yeah.
Do you do that?
Well, it's natural.
I mean, do you dye your eyebrows the color of your multicolored hair?
You're fucking cool, you do. Just wait till you see her pubes.
The carpet matches the curtains.
Yeah, sure do.
PvE co-op.
And her lipstick is almost exactly the same color, which is impressive.
Grim's out here trying to see the carpet.
Quarantine.
I'm just trying to get a rise on him.
I mean, I'd take a peek. I mean, I'm not against it, you know?
On the razor's edge. It pulls you together.
I wanted to make a razor joke too, but I didn't.
Facing off against an unknown.
I wanted to do a razor joke, but I was cutting it too close.
You will risk everything every time you step into quarantine.
Nah, she ugly, bro. God damn, Grim. You are cold-blooded.
Savage.
I can't wait to show you more and have a great E3.
Grim says, you see the
she does dominatrix shit on the side.
Game Over Greggy is in it, and everyone in the audience looked like they wanted to kill the Anthem guy.
Yeah.
I did not see it. Yeah, I think if you are interested in Wildlands and Breakpoint, this is, I think, a similar game.
Which is this Division 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. They had a free weekend last week, right?
Yeah, they did. Like the Dark Zone isn't a must in this game like it was the last one.
Right. Yeah, that really put me off on the first one when I hit the level, because I was playing it on a free week or something, and I hit the level where it's like, oh, go into the Dark Zone. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. And they do a similar thing where they're like, you go into this Dark Zone and they show you what the Dark Zone's like. I think while I was in there, I ran into like 3 players, and all of them were like doing the same thing. They were like backing off, like, no, I'm good. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy didn't. I mean, like, you're at a fucking like massive trade show showing off your game, and he's like, "I'll just go out in my pure dad gear." He's like, he looks like he was in the crowd of a Blink-182 concert in 1996.
Were cats big in 1996? I can't remember.
To play the Division 2 yet, we would be thrilled to have you join
I'd wear that shirt though.
our very passionate community. Because
This dude just crushed 6 Monster Energies before he came out on stage. He's about to have a massive heart attack.
And he punched through all the drywall on the way here.
Division 2 will be
Okay, Grim did point out a really good point. The last woman that was on, the biggest negative about her is her fucking name. Imagine having to say that in any capacity.
What was her first name? Bio?
Biojad.
As we were about to release the first of our major
a lot going on.
updates for our year 1 journey.
At first I was like, okay, it's at first when she came out, I was like, where's Adam Granger? Because it's Biojade and Adam Granger, right? But no, it's one whole name.
This is technically still free.
Right now?
Yeah.
Mama!
For another probably like 5 minutes.
Perfect. Well, I'm not doing anything today.
Except this horse shit.
You were recording like fucking 20 hours of content today.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's a lot of places I still haven't, I don't think I've been yet in Division 2.
I want to go to that fucking coffee shop, let's be real.
Grim, I know he was into it. He just didn't have people to play with, so he's like, nah, I'm good.
Coming in July.
Yeah, that's part of my issue too. It's not very playable.
New main missions in a brand new
I had fun solo.
But yes. I didn't like the first one solo.
But I get to the end of it and I'm like, it would be nice to have more people.
Deep into the woodlands to spearhead an attack on a presidential compound as you seek to bring a traitor to justice. The National Zoo is the setting of our next mission, where you and your team will hunt down the surviving outcast leader. And this brings us to our final edition of Episode 1, a place called Kenley College, and it's home to an entirely new gameplay experience. One that will take exploration, investigation, and logic to uncover the fate
I love that
of
Biohazard
a military
logo.
convoy gone dark. Now, Episode 2, coming this fall, we will bring to you the Pentagon.
Then fuck the Pentagon.
That's what's happened.
I want to go come on all their walls.
It has fallen to the Black Tusk.
I'm gonna come under their desks.
Secrets are about to be thrown
On the
out into
chairs.
open. You must do everything it takes to secure what lies behind the walls of this last castle. But this won't be the greatest danger.
That castle's shaped like an asshole.
I'm very excited.
Castle asshole.
That our second raid will be coming this fall, bringing back intense 8-player action.
And that's one thing I want to get into. That like Destiny-style raids for this game.
First raid was
Because they're fun.
And we cannot wait to see what world records you break this time around. Now, this brings us to our third and final episode of Year 1. What if rebirth was not about bringing the world as we know it back to life, but the opposite? One man holds that power.
They picked a weird guy to do this, didn't they?
Yeah, they really did.
Is at stake.
Can we get a little bit wider stance, please, Kyle?
It's time to engage.
A monster can falls out of between his legs.
Like the video of that fucking girl on the Dance Dance Revolution machine and the giant fucking dildo falls out.
That's not where you keep that.
What the hell? What are you doing in there?
Another Kyle in the front row picks up the fucking drink as it rolls off stage and goes, fuck
Spikes
yeah,
it
Kyle!
and fucking
shotguns it. Headbutts the person next to him.
This monster's warm, dude.
We had the training.
We don't have the gas mask. God damn, Rick.
But training doesn't prepare you on someone you used to call brother.
It fucking trained me.
He has left.
So where are we?
I want to get on one of those swings, by the way.
If this is Jersey, I'm buying.
If we don't stop,
Nope, it's New York again.
there will be nothing left to save.
Who?
It's New York again.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit, what about that? Man,
Calm down, Kyle.
I can't wait for that.
You're making it.
One last thing. As you might know, we have been working on a movie.
Yeah, we
It will
are
be
fucking
directed
heard. I'm
by
not happy
David
about it.
Leitch, starring Jessica Chastain.
Yo, he said David
and
Leitch.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Well, today,
isn't it David Lynch?
I'm proud to announce
that's Stephen
we'll
Lynch.
be making
the
Division movie with Netflix. More to come on that in the future. Thank you very much.
Just make it in game. You know what I'm saying? You could do some pretty fun stuff in game. These guys are frogging me.
And they don't even show like a trailer or behind the scenes. They don't have an actor say, "Hey, I'm on the movie. It's shaping up really cool. Can't wait to get into it." Like
she's coming out here like, I'm getting ready to disappoint y'all with a new subscription program.
I'm Brenda Panagrossi. I'm Vice President of Platform and Product.
Imagine getting that job.
Ubisoft has been creating worlds
I'd be like,
for
nah, I'm
over
busy.
30 years. We have
David
the most
Leitch.
diverse library
I've never heard of this
games, and we're about to make
Look
it
up Stephen
even
Lynch.
easier
He's the
for
one
you
I'm
Oh shit!
talking about.
He was the co-director of John Wick.
service on
Oh,
PC.
nice.
Yeah, he went on to do Deadpool 2.
Oh yeah. And he's
he
an
did,
actor, or is he
the director?
He's directing the show.
Yeah, he's also the one that did Atomic Blonde.
To new games.
That looked really good. I never saw
So he's
it.
good. That movie will be
All
alright.
their additional content.
Jake Gyllenhaal's in it.
You can enjoy the depth
I agree with
of
you,
our
Randy.
basic catalog that includes over
I fuck Jake
100
Gyllenhaal.
games and growing.
Gotta keep it real.
Sometimes you just gotta keep it real.
Yo, I can't wait for this new Zoo Tycoon game.
Uplay Plus will be $14.99 a month. If you sign up
damn.
today, we'll enable.
What if Ubisoft just started making really weird deals and they let you do like Zoo Tycoon, but it's in that abandoned zoo in Division 2?
So what's the point? What, we're supposed to all get subscriptions to these different $14 services, and we're supposed to try to equal about $60, so we spend the same amount on one game a month or whatever.
Well, yeah,
and then not play any of them.
Not to mention that they're making all these deals with Stadia right now. Like, the Ubisoft is trying to be the premier people on Stadia. So, like, also they're probably going to be giving out free games on Stadia at the same time that's cheaper? For the same price monthly, I guess? It's like, who are you trying to fucking win over here? And half of the games they're mentioning that they're giving out for free have already been given for free on, like, half of the free consoles, you know?
So this is all just PC, right?
I don't know. I mean, you can sign up. The EA thing works on consoles.
Okay.
They have to make a separate console app.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I did hear good stuff about the Stadia, though.
Oh, yeah?
Like from the floor, yeah. People are like, the quality might be a little less, but I didn't notice a hint of latency.
That's pretty good. That's what they should do, is keep the main game going, drop out the other shit.
Uplay Plus will be available on Stadia. Stadia is the new generation gaming platform where you could play our Stadia games from any device. A special thank you to Phil Harrison and his team. This is the beginning of our partnership.
They zoomed in tight on that board, dude.
Thank you so much. Have fun playing.
Even though it's not out yet.
Yo, the Ubisoft shit, that's way too expensive for just Ubisoft games. $15 a month?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If they came out at a sharp like 7 or 8 a month, they'd be getting a lot of people, I think. And they'd still be making their money per year, right?
Yeah.
Let's do the math over here. Ubisoft for $15 a month thinks they deserve $180 from you a year. That's 3 $60 games, right? So, like, I just don't...
I don't know why.
That.
I think this is going to be my fucking jam.
This? It's just their version of Rocket League, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, so if you like Rocket League, you're probably like this. It's a lot more content fleshed out of a game than Rocket League was.
Like, if you can do, like, flips and stuff and, like, cool dodges, like spin moves, kind of like you would do, like, in a football game or something.
Yeah.
I could have fun with this, for sure. It reminds me of Rollerball.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie, by the way.
That's cool. Yeah, it looks cool, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be into it just because I'm not into... It's going to be all competitive multiplayer. I'm not into sports games, but I would definitely watch it.
Hello, future champions. My name is Stefan, and I'm a proud member
of course,
the Roller Champions team. All right, come on, bring it up.
They didn't.
Don't worry, we didn't.
Come on, bring it up. Oh,
we
no?
wanted
Okay.
to create something new. We wanted to capture the intangible excitement of players preparing for the big game, the hype of team play and competition, along with the craziness of high-speed racing. So we started working on Roller Champions.
I saw Jack Black playing this.
Skill-based team PvP.
Sorry, guys, no games this week.
That is as fun to watch as
He
it
did
is
say that,
to
too.
play. A game in which you, the player,
He challenged
create
Ninja
your
to a
own
battle
story as you roll
live
up to glory.
on E3 Live, and then hung up on
Now I
him.
know how it looks. We showed you a trailer, then I got on stage starting my little speech. That's all well and good, but when will you ever get to play this? How about today?
Sure.
I like those announcements. I appreciate those. The people are like, we've been working on something, you haven't seen it, but here it is.
Here it is.
It's already out.
That's right.
Have fun.
When we're done here, I want you to head over to Uplay on your PC
I won't.
to download a
You can trust me on that.
demo.
I open Uplay as little as fucking possible.
Play the heck out of
Got him.
it for the next few days.
I'm gonna check this
and
out.
when you're done, head to the forums to tell us what you thought. And
No,
you
thank
know
you.
what? We
I definitely
firmly
will.
You know I won't be
believe
doing
that you will be screaming as loudly as our colleagues did when they
Damn!
to play test it.
He's plunging all the way to the hill.
Why would I scream?
Screaming as loud as you can.
With that.
Doesn't seem useful.
So here's a taste of what you should
He's trying to
expect
get a nut off of me.
once
So
you
Grim
click
was
that download
saying
button.
he doesn't understand the point of
Put
the
your
Ubisoft
skates on.
service.
See you in
Yeah,
the
Grim.
Yeah.
I mean, you get your, you know,
It's
all the-
everything, right?
It's everything. Yeah, it's like, oh, you get all. It's basically Games Pass.
Right. You
But
get access to
just
all
for
Ubisoft games, as far as we know.
Yeah, well, they showed Watch Dogs Legions on there.
Yeah.
Oh, see, this looks already fun.
Yeah. Unbelievably fast. Sounds like the Crazy Taxi announcer.
And if you have like multiple kinds of play, like I wonder if you fill roles or if everyone's just the same thing.
In roller derby here?
Yeah, like okay, I'm a heavy. Okay, I'm a light and I'm faster. Like I hit harder.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. Oh, is the download thing already done? The pre-download?
10th to 14th, yep.
Fuck me.
Get fucked.
Get Shrek.
Donkey!
What did he just do? Drop his...
It looked like he dropped his underwear. Dropped his fucking... He's tucking his dick up in the
Better
back.
not have been the thumpana.
Dude, that's a long one.
I think it was his box.
So first,
Gina.
I want to say thank you.
His bear Gina. He did not hear that guy. It's like, shut up, people. You know how much fucking money I'm worth? Shut the fuck up and stop wasting my time.
All the Ubisoft teams around the world for your talent and energy. You know,
What?
congratulations for
He said energy.
Hell yeah, he did.
Who's this fucking guy on the side? Stop standing there, creepy. You see that guy? He's just
Sit down, bitch.
peeking
I
out.
believe video games have a positive impact on all of us and the
Positive.
world around us. At Ubisoft, our intention is to create games that will make you stronger and happier in your life.
Well, you fucking failed at that. It's made me fucking sad as hell.
Games, we hope you
It was a medium good showing, I
spend
think.
quality time
Yeah.
with family and friends and meet new inspiring people. Learn more about yourself by doing and gain new perspective on the world and help shape it. So to everyone who plays our games, thank you for your love.
All right. Good man. Good man.
You push us to always do better and go further. So now, I'm very proud to announce a new project from an exceptional team in Quebec City. Please give a warm upload to Marc-Alexis Côté,
A warm
who
applaud.
is coming to show you a sneak peek of his game.
Trying to get a sneak peek of something else. You know what I'm talking about, big dog?
I'll take a peek.
Thank you.
Is this what is this? Gods and
yeah,
I don't know, like
Gods and Monsters, or
yeah, Gods and Monsters.
Over the last 10 years, I've had the chance to be part of an incredible team that has always pushed the limits of Assassin's Creed and shown us different periods of our past.
Is that a period, Jack?
But our imagination has always been bound to the reality of the history books. These past 4 years,
How do you guys feel
our
like you're
minds
doing
have
about that?
lingered on a different aspect of our history.
Think you're doing well?
Mythology. The stories of the ancient gods and their misadventures have existed through generations of storytellers and audiences and have transformed into tales that we still know and love today.
Did we get gameplay of this?
Now, these stories
They show
our dreams,
something.
inspiring us.
I don't know
to
if it's
build
real
something
gameplay.
new.
'Cause I don't think I saw
that
it.
transcends the limits.
can't remember.
that
Look at
we
that
have
baby V
always
that he's
set
wearing.
upon ourselves.
It'll be BBV.
Today,
Is that a
I am very
French
proud
thing?
to have the chance
The end of the baby?
Yeah,
show
yeah.
you
Frenchies
the
really do the beat.
They like to show off chest hair, right?
I hope you enjoy it.
That's not something I can take part in.
And have a great E3.
Absolutely not.
I kind of wish I could a little bit, and then I'm like, but then again, I wish like I didn't have to look at it myself.
Right.
You know?
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see it, but
It's
I
like
kinda
showing
wanna
ass
do
crack.
it. Well, see, that's a bold move, and that is an aesthetic choice that I've went with my whole life.
This I really like the vibe of this game.
Yeah, but that
Looks like Kid Icarus.
That land just looked dead. Like there was
No,
nothing
it looks
going on.
super. Yeah, there's really not a lot going on in these games, from the looks of it.
God damn, you see titties on that bird?
What a bird need titty foe?
Fucking, you give me something like grabbing a hold of that monster and climbing on, stabbing the shit out of it, like Dragon Dongsma.
Dragon's Dong Mom. Okay, I think they just go to the competition now, so we're done.
I hope you had a great show. But this is just the beginning, guys. This is just the
Yeah.
It's basically a combination of Legend of Zelda and Assassin's Creed Odyssey is that Gods and Monsters, from what we hear.
So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put it on
Your mama.
Watch Dongs. Turn off the sound. That's what we're gonna watch while we do our little wrap up here.
Dongs.
All right, so if you guys have watched the Ubisoft show with us, thanks for watching the show.
Sure.
So we're just going to do a quick wrap up. So if that's not your jam, you can bail out now. But if you want to hear a bunch of, toilet humor and, other bullshit, feel free. Hang out. So what was the best thing to show? What do you think?
I think Watch Dogs was it. The
And they
Watch
came
Dogs
out with
3,
it.
Watch Dogs Legion just looks amazing. I really like what they're showing off on it. And I really like that they led with that because they were like, okay, this is our fat load.
Yeah.
So, they just blew their fat load all over us.
But my
First
problem
things
was
first.
they did it early.
Well, I always blow my load early, so.
But when you're watching a show, you don't want to see the best thing right away because you're like, okay, this is setting a pace for what we're about to get. I just feel like they probably should have put something like you said early in the show. Maybe they should have led with the dumb Just Dance bullshit, and then
That's what they typically have done, yeah.
kind of maybe started off with some of the Tom Clancy stuff.
Yeah, they probably could have done
They
that.
could. It had bad pacing. The show.
Well,
had
yeah,
bad pacing.
the back half of the show was so overloaded with Tom Clancy content.
Yeah.
I think that was the main faux pas, I guess. Otherwise, I think Ubisoft had a good showing. They didn't, they had a little bit for everybody. They had okay, here's the new stuff. Here's the stuff we're supporting. Here's new content for this game that came out last year. Here's what's coming next. So,
right.
They had a good coverage of topics, but the pacing was kind of weird. It wasn't great.
I definitely agree. Watch Dogs Legion. As I said, it's been a long time, this has kind of been my guilty pleasure game. Even the first one, I wasn't like the biggest fan of it, but like I defended it because it was a good game, but it came out at a bad time.
Oh, that's absolutely true.
And it wasn't its fault at all. It came out at a time like it was immediately. It didn't matter if it came out that year or next year or if it would have even came out within 2 years. It was gonna get compared to Grand Theft Auto 5, no matter what, and it should have been compared to Assassin's Creed.
Right.
So they kind of ended up in that.
Yeah, they ended up in a danger zone.
Yeah, they ended up in a danger zone. But the game was really good, the introduction to CTOS, but we didn't have anything like DedSec yet until 2. And it looks like they're heavily leaning into DedSec.
Right, which I like a lot. Because 2 kind of got into it, and they're like, okay, here's your squad, and your squad also is part of this team of hackers.
Yeah.
And then in this game, it seems like, okay, now you are the hackers. Like, you are DedSec now.
Yeah, DedSec. You play as the cell, the whole cell.
Right.
As before, you played as one character within the cell who's hanging out with his friends. But damn, yeah, I think this was one of the big things that they needed to show off to get that hype up there. But what was missing from the show? What would you have, the number one thing, not going down like everything that we would have enjoyed to see, because I'm pretty sure there's a pretty big laundry list. But
I think their main missed content is they did not talk anymore about Beyond Good and Evil 3.
Right.
I think even just like a check-in, like they could have had a video of Joseph Gordon-Levitt being like, here's some of the amazing content that fans have already made, and show some of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that was their big drive last year. They showed off some gameplay, and then they said, hey, we're doing this new thing where we're going to try to have fans help create content, which that like legally is kind of a nightmare, but like for coolness level is awesome, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah,
so,
I do think that was one of their biggest miss. I'm glad we didn't see Assassin's Creed anything, pretty much.
Yes, give it a break.
I mean, the intro with watching the orchestra, if they would have shown something at the end, that I would have been okay with that. Something small that kind of, like I said, alluded to where the series is going next. Would have been okay. And it would have got a good buzz going, I think.
I got a good buzz going.
But yeah, missing Beyond Good and Evil, and I also think I think that they missed an opportunity by not doing something more with Sam Fisher.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
for sure.
I mean, we don't really need this to go on, like what we thought of each individual thing. I don't think we really need to talk about each individual thing. I'd like to talk just about some of the like high points. So Watch Dogs obviously is the highest point. I mean, I think it has to be, even if you're a big fan or not, because they showed the most of this, and it's fresh and new. I would say for me the two runner-ups would probably be Rainbow Six Quarantine and the Mythic Quest bullshit that they showed off.
The Mythic, I would play Mythic Quest.
It looks really funny to me, and I'm gonna definitely figure out a way that I'm gonna watch that. I think those are probably the main three for me, and the missing thing for me would be, something Splinter Cell or
Splinter Cell too.
Splinter Cell for me. I think for you, I mean, I definitely agree with it. Beyond Good and Evil too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
I think that unless you have more. Did you?
No, I think I guess we're gonna take the time to kind of either move on or decide what we want to do next and hit some more stuff.
Okay.
Definitely be looking for our in the future we're going to be doing our best of E3 and then get back into our normal news and releases cycle.
Yeah. I think we'll do the best of E3. We'll probably sit down and have a chat with Drake from the show floor sometime this month. So be on the lookout for that. And as always, you guys can hang out with us over on Facebook.com/Mammoth Games Inc. and over on Twitter at Mammoth Games Inc. But again, thank you guys for watching Ubisoft's E3 2019 press conference. Until next time, I am Nightsworn.
And I'm Filter Cord.
Have a good one.